is up to me. Life is my race. Progress is my speed. Drivers are my people. I am a portal to the future. Live. Drive. I am free. I am rebellious. I am limitless. I am Eletre.
We probably should have said before that video is coming after another video. So, so everyone's going to have to delete that video and get ready for another one. Hello, welcome, good evening. My name's Max. I'm part of the customer experience team with Lotus Cars. There's plenty of Lotus people and Endeavour people around this evening. So if you have any questions, please feel free to come and ask any of us. So before I unveil the car, which I promise it will get unveiled, I just want to quickly talk about the journey that Lotus is on. It is on. So this journey starts in 2017, which is when Geely became our majority shareholder for Lotus. And then Lotus and we thought, okay, we need to create a business plan following on from this. So in 2018, we unveiled our 10-year business plan, which we call Vision 80, which will take Lotus up to its 80th year in 2028. That business plan covers three main areas. So the first is we want to have a full range of products, a full portfolio of products. The second, we want to become a fully sustainable volume business. And the third, to become a leader in both employee and customer satisfaction. The first product that came from Vision 80 was in 2019, which was the Lotus Evija, our EV hypercar. A big bold statement from Lotus, showed an all-electric future, and a car which is now the world's most powerful road car with 2,000 horsepower. The second car is the Lotus Emira, which is outside. So it's the last petrol-powered car from Lotus, the last internal combustion engine car that we're going to produce. It's been award-winning, customers have got their cars and test drives are happening now, which is great to see. And then the third car from Vision 80 is what's under here. So this is Lotus Eletre. So here it is, the Eletre, born out of 75 years of pioneering award-winning sports and race cars from Lotus. This takes all of our core principles and DNA and reimagines it into a hyper SUV, our first lifestyle product. Born British, raised globally, the Eletre is a product of Lotus teams based around the world in the UK, Germany and in China. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk through some of the specs of Eletre, some of the exterior and interior features, and then I'll let you guys have a good look around the car. So there are three spec levels for Eletre. We've got Eletre, Eletre S and Eletre R. Eletre starts at £89,500, we've got Eletre S at £104,500 and Eletre R at £120,000. Eletre and Eletre S, these both have 603 horsepower, which is split equally between the front and the rear wheels. So you've got a 50-50 power distribution and all-wheel drive. This car will do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 4.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 160 miles an hour and a range of 373 miles. Eletre R is our flagship. So this car has 905 horsepower. Now that is split with roughly 300 horsepower to the front wheels and 600 to the back wheels. So you've still got all-wheel drive, but you've got a rear-wheel power bias for the split of the two motors. Which will obviously got all-wheel drive with the dual motors. This car will do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.95 seconds. It has a top speed of 164 miles an hour and a range of 304 miles. Every Eletre has a 112 kilowatt hour battery, which has got 800-volt charging architecture. So in the UK, you'll be able to use DC chargers, which go up to 350 kilowatts. That means you'll be able to do a 0 to 80% charge in 20 minutes. That's a 300-mile range increase in 20 minutes. Every Eletre comes with a 5-year warranty, or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. And the battery is an 8-year warranty, or 100,000 miles, again, whichever comes first. So looking at the exterior of the car, starting at the front, we've got the LED daytime running lights that sit on top of the car, and situated under those you've got the matrix LED headlights. These are both standard on every Eletre. The daytime running lights also have the scrolling indicators built into them as well. At the bottom of the front of the car, there's loads of little triangles. Now this is the first part of our active aero. So this is a grille that will open and close automatically, based on whether the car needs to cool down the battery and motors, or to flow air under the car to increase the aerodynamics. Talking of aerodynamics, we love to talk about the porosity of a vehicle at Lotus, which is how the airflow goes over, under, around and through the vehicle. So there's various air ducts and vents throughout Eletre, which do all serve a purpose. The first of these, so the front of the car goes under the nose and through the bonnet. We've got through both wheel arches, front and back, and actually through the D pillar. There's a vent as well here. As I said, they do all serve a purpose. The Eletre's got a very low coefficient drag rating, just 0.26. So for a car this size, it is quite impressive. And by having all of these extra air vents and ducts, we've been able to give the Eletre an extra 48 miles of range. So they do all serve that purpose. The car we've got here has got the optional 23-inch wheels. So on every Eletre, 22-inch wheels are standard. Obviously go for 23s, but if range is your biggest concern, you can opt for 20-inch wheels as well. On top of the wheel arches, we've got 2 little cutouts. We've got this one that's popping up on top of the windscreen, and we've got one on the back of the car. Now these are LiDAR sensors. So every Eletre comes fitted with LiDAR sensors as standard. Now these are here to aid the safety systems of Eletre, but also it means the car is fully set up and future-proof for level 4 autonomous driving. So if and when that becomes legal in the UK, every Eletre is set up for it, and every Eletre comes with that as standard. Along the side of the cars, this one here has got the camera wing mirrors. So in the UK, you can have normal glass mirrors if you wish. These are an option. Then you have a screen inside the door that shows you what's behind you. Towards the back of the car, we have a singular light blade at the back of the car, which lights up in different colours. So you've also got red for brake lights, you've got the scrolling indicators in orange. But when you're charging the car, it will actually light up green, and it will show you how charged the car is by the bar getting fuller when it's charging. Inside the car, it's absolutely full of tech. There's loads of screens inside, and everything is standard. So you've got two ribbon displays, one for the driver, one for the passenger, which is a thin little display. Obviously for the driver, it will show range, speed, that sort of thing. You've got 2 of those, and then situated between that, you've got a 15.1-inch OLED central touchscreen, which is where all of the car's functions are controlled from. Along with the ribbon displays, you get augmented reality heads-up display as standard on every Eletre. It's the largest heads-up display on any vehicle, and by having features with the augmented reality means that when you're using applications such as the navigation, you'll actually be able to see the directions of the road on the road in front of you. In the back, there's a screen between the 2 seats. So this car here has got the 4-seat setup, which is part of the executive pack. In the UK, a 5-seat split bench is standard. This car here has got the executive pack. The boot on the 4-seater, again, is ever so slightly smaller than the 5-seater, as there is a supporting brace behind these 2 seats, which you'll see when you have a look at the boot. In the 5-seater, the boot is ever so slightly bigger. The screen in the 5-seater, instead of being situated between the seats, is situated on the back of the front armrest, so sort of where the knees would be for the third passenger. There'll be a screen there. Inside also, we've got what looks like exposed speakers. So we've partnered with the audio brand Kef, the British brand, to provide some pretty incredible sound systems for the Eletre. So as standard, every Eletre comes with a 1,340 watt sound system. But if you go for Eletre S, you can upgrade to Kef reference audio, which is a 2,100 watt sound system with 25 speakers. Just a few notes about this car that we've got here, and a few notes about the configurator and any reservations that have been put down. So as you'll see from this car here, the quality is pretty exceptional, but just to note, this is a very...
Right, here we are, Lotus Colchester, and yeah, we are looking at, look at that. So it's another one of those purchases that needs to be done. Electric car, we're going to do an electric car, let's do something new. I don't want to do, don't want to do a Tycan, really not interested in Audi, so yeah, this is definitely the way to go.